welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing my board game of the month for May, and I am super excited because I love this game and I haven't heard too many people talk about it, and it is Karuba. This is such a fun game. I've been having a blast with this game and I would definitely recommend it to everybody. I think it just works fantastically and it's brilliant. So what I'll be doing is, in this little beginning, I'll just be telling a little bit about why I love Karuba, and then of course we will go to kind of just a more view of Karuba. I'll be showing you what's inside this box, and I'll be showing you a little overview of how to play, just so you can kind of get an idea of how it works and how much fun it is. But yeah, so Karuba's great. You can play from 2 to 4 players. I've played it with 2 players quite a few times, and I've played it with 3 players as well. Works really well either. Because of the mechanics of the game, which you'll see a bit later, it could work just as great with 2 as it does with 4, because it's really, really clever how you play the game. I also feel like I haven't played a game like this before, which is another great thing, and it's a very puzzly game, so if you like puzzles, you'll love this. Now, I'm not the best at this game. I've never won, I've never come close to winning, but I still have so much fun playing. It's not kind of one of those games that you lose and you go, oh, great, I've lost, and it's not frustrating. So it is a competitive game, but it's not like frustrating, because sometimes I can't think. There's some games where me and Josh play, and he is winning, but he's like, him winning is causing me to do worse. Does that make sense? Like, he's taking a card that I wanted, or he's moving a piece in a space that I wanted to put it, and it gets frustrating. Whereas this game, you know, it's all on you. If you lose, you can be like, yeah, okay, that was my fault, because you have complete control over this game. There's nobody taking your cards or pieces. It's really, really cool how it's done. So it is a competitive game, but I feel like it's up to kind of how you play to whether or not you win. And there's not really much luck involved either. It's not like one player gets luckier than another. It's not like that at all, which I think, again, is fantastic. And that's why as well I think this would be a great family game. Because, again, obviously only one person can win, but I feel like it works out well. Everyone feels like they had a great time and it wasn't frustrating that someone else was getting in your way whilst playing, which I think is really, really good with a competitive game. And I also love the theme of this. It's kind of like you're adventuring and you go into these temples to collect treasure, and it's just so much fun. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Karuba now. I really want to show you guys how to play, because I think that it's really, really fun and very different. But like I say, if you like puzzly games, you'll enjoy it. If you're not the best at them, I think you'll still enjoy it, because I think it's, again, how your mind works, which you'll see when I show you. But I've been playing a lot, like I say, with 2 players. Me and Josh have been playing a lot, and he has a mind that can really visually see how the puzzle will fit together, and it's really cool, because he's like, oh yeah, and mine, I'm just not like that. So it's funny, because it depends how your mind works to how well you'll play, I guess. But yeah, so now let's take a look at Karuba. Okay, so here is the box of Karuba a little bit closer up. As you can see here, it's 2 to 4 players. Oh no, you can't see because it's not in focus. 2 to 4, and it's in German actually. But it's 2 to 4 players, 8 to 99. There is German writing on the box, but don't worry, because the instructions are in English and German. So you can kind of see on the back here. Let me actually just show you this a little bit closer. So this is kind of a setup of a 4-player game. And this is kind of what you'll see. And as you can see, each player has their own player mat. I will be getting into a bit more detail of this. And you create a little path to get to these little temples using the pieces. And everybody has identical pieces. And it's really cool. But this is kind of how it's going to look. And then obviously this is just some information. And it takes about 40 minutes. So, yes. Right, now let me show you a bit inside the box, and I'll just show you how to play, because I have actually done a full unboxing of this on my channel called What's in the Box, which I'll link in case you are really into board games and want to check that out. So obviously we've got the instructions. Okay, so this is the player mat. So each player will get one of these. And what's actually really cool about this game is, if you really loved this game and you had a big family, you could technically buy another pack of this and play it up to 8 players. But you can see here we've got the beach side and the jungle side, which will become a little bit more important as we move on. And then you've got your 4 expeditioners, I suppose. And then this little grid, you can kind of see there, your little grid where you'll put your tiles and things like that. And these are really cool heavy duty boards. So we have 4 of those. So for this example, I will only get out 2. But like I say, again, you can play up to 4. Okay, and now in here you can see we've got a bunch of stuff, and I've organised this the way that I wanted to organise it, but you can organise it any way that you would like. And it did come with the little bags, which is great because these are like pop-outs. These are the treasures. 2-player game, you have 5, which you can see we've got numbers on 5 and 3. So, you know, the first person to get to the yellow temple grabs the 5, the second person will grab the 3. And it's all about points at the end, so that's those. And then we also have these little gems. A clear gem is worth 1 point and a gold gem is worth 2 points. You can pick these up on your way to the temples. And then here we just have each person's little setup bag. So we've got a green player, silver player, the red player, and the brownie gold player. So for this, I think we'll pick the red player and the green player. So then I'll just put these 2 player bags away, and then everybody who plays has their own little bag, but I had to put that together myself, so you can just do it however you would like. Okay, so I'm gonna be red, and our other player who doesn't exist there is gonna be green. So there we go. Give the green player their bag, and I'll show you what's in mine. So I won't show you every single thing, but basically in mine I have, I think there's 36, I'm not 100% sure, tiles like this. So you can see that's number 7, it's got number 7 on it. You always have to place the tiles on your board this way. You can't do it that way or upside down. It has to have the number facing up as you typically would do it. So that's 7. Now what you can see about 7 is it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of exits, I guess you'd say. If I discard this tile, I can move 4 places. I'll explain that later, but just to be, while we're showing you now, this is a 4-place tile. There we go. And then just to show you one other tile in here, we've got number 28, and again this has got 2 exits. That's a 2 movement place tile if I discard the tile. I mean, again, I won't go into every single detail here. So I've got all my tiles, but in here I also have the temples. So in my bag I have 4 temples. Each player gets 4 temples. I've got brown, purple, blue and yellow. So that's my brown temple. And then I also have in here my little expeditioner pieces, and I have again purple, brown, blue and yellow. So I've got 4 of these and 4 temples. Now what we're going to do is, let me just get all my little temples and all my little people out. Okay, so this is the contents of my bag with my board. So now as a group, so between the 2 of you or the 3 of you, whatever, you decide where you place these temples. So for example, I'm going to put brown temple 20, yellow temple 50, blue temple 90 and purple temple 110. Now if you notice, they're all on the jungle side because the temples all got to be in the jungle. So that's where I've placed them. The other player will place theirs in exactly the same place. Now, my little expeditioners have to be at least 3 square grids away from their temple. So, for example, blue, I could put 80. Purple, I'll put seaside 40. This one, I'll put at 100. And this one, I'll put at 20. Okay, so that's basically my initial setup of the game. The other player over there, theirs look exactly the same as this. And what I have to do is I have to get my yellow expeditioner to the yellow temple, brown to the brown, purple to the purple and blue to the blue. And that's basically what I do. You can't mix and match. I've just got to get each person to the right temple. And it is tons of fun. I love how each person's thing looks the same. Now, the second part to setting up the game is one person will have to have their tiles like blind, so you'll have to have them face down on the table, and they will kind of be the expedition leader or something like that. So you put them all like this, and then the other player playing, or the other 2 players, whatever, only one player, even if 4 players are playing, will have theirs face down. The other players will set their tiles up around their board in the number order. So obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, to 30. And they'll set them all up to order. And you'll see why that is in a minute. So I'm going to go and turn all these over. Okay, guys, as you can see, all my red tiles are turned down. These are the other players. Let me just show you. And there is the other players. Obviously, for this example, I have put their board facing us, but obviously they'd had theirs flipped around. I haven't actually put these in order just because obviously we're not really playing and it would seem just a waste of time. But typically, for quick and ease, you'll put those in order. You'll see why in a moment. So now the game is ready to play. So let's take a look back at our board. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Okay, so I'm the expedition leader. So what I would do, I turn a tile over. Ooh. So now, like kind of bingo, I read it out to the team. And I'd say 15. And our other player would then find 15. That's why it's easy to have them in order. Okay, now I can place this tile anywhere. What I'm going to do is place it here, because that's what I think is best. And then, because there's a little gem on it, I will place my little gem on the tile. Now, to actually gain possession of the gem, I have to finish my go on that tile. I can't just bypass it. Anyway, so we'll check, has the other player finished putting 15 down, and then I'll move on. I draw another tile, and I've drawn number 9, and it's actually also got a gem. So now I'm going to look, okay, where can I place number 9? If anywhere. I don't know where I want number 9. Okay, so I actually don't know where to put number 9 right now, because I'm not the best visual. So if I discard this, I can move 2 places. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to discard number 9 and put it over there, and I can move 2 places. Now obviously you can see I can't move 2 places because these guys can't move anywhere and this guy can only move on to 1 tile. So I'll just take the 1 place. Now you can't split the goes up. I couldn't move him 1 and him 1. You have to just pick 1 guy to move. However, I've only been able to move 1 place, but I finished my go on this one, so I get this little gem. So I'll put him with the yellow. Okay, now I'll just draw another tile. And I've drawn 17. So again, I shout out 17. My other player grabs the 17 tile. And we both just think individually where we want to put it. So I want to put mine here. So I'm going to do. And I'll just do a couple more. We have 32. 26. Now this is a really good one because it's got a 4-way path, which are always a relief when they come up. Number 8. Number 2. Number 7. Hey, we're getting a lot of these 4-way paths, which is pretty good, but no. Okay, I don't know where I want to put this one. There. 34. I do need to put the gems on these, but I just haven't been for a second. Okay, I'm going to discard 34 because as you can see it's a 2-way path and I'm not really sure where to put it. I'm a bit stuck, so I'm going to discard this one. So now I can move, I'm going to move this one too. So that's what you got to do. To move you have to take a tile and discard it, and remember I've got to get all these to the right places and before my opponent does, because say whoever gets to blue, they get the blue trophy, and I can get the number 3 blue trophy, but I really need to get some of the trophies first to, you know, to beat them. So as well, it's good to kind of look where they're going and who they've got on the board, because obviously I can see what they've got going on. I will fill their board in a minute so you can see how they end up being very different. So you kind of get the idea. That's basically how the goes take, and I will do this until either I finished picking up all the tiles, or somebody's gotten all 4 temples. So that's kind of how you win. I'm pretty sure it's all 4 temples. I don't know if it matters if they need to get 5 in each, but to be honest, most of the time I like to do it as I run out the tiles. That's the way I like to play. So yes. Okay, so I've taken the tripod off the camera. I've taken the camera off the tripod more to show you the 2 different paths. So as you can see, this is a player A, who's the expedition leader, and that's kind of what they've done. So they've still got a gold thing on the path. They've got a one of these little silver ones on their little side here. They've discarded 2 tokens, but both of which had a gem on. And yeah, it looks like they could do it. They've not really blocked anything off, but they've only got 2 of their people kind of a pathway. Purple still needs a pathway and brown still needs a pathway, but they've got 3 of their temples got a pathway apart from purple. Okay, now this is player B, who also, well, they've got 3 of their people have a pathway and 3 of their temples have a pathway. They've actually gained a gold thing by landing there, and they've got a silver one on the board and a silver one on the board. And yeah, I think theirs might be going better. The only thing I'm unsure about is how we're going to get to this brown one. We've got to kind of, yeah, I think it could work. And purple's just got to go along here. Oh, along, so you could put a straight one there. Go along and down, straight one there, straight one there. Yeah, so you know, it could work. And they discarded 1 tile, which was that one. So yeah, you can see that they've used the exact same tiles on both boards, and they're both looking pretty different. I mean, obviously I came up with both of these myself, so when it's 2 different minds of 2 different people, they look pretty different. I did try to just kind of do them as different as it could. So yeah, that is Karuba. I hope you guys enjoyed this show of it. I definitely recommend it. I hope I did the game justice, because I really love this game. It's lots of fun. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this show through of Karuba. Okay, so I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing Karuba and how to play it. I hope it's encouraged you to check this game out, because I just love it so much. It's one of my favourite games at the moment. It's gone right to the top of my list, up there with some other fun games. I am loving doing these board games of the month, so thumbs up if you are enjoying them too. I have lots of games to share and lots of fun stuff to show you. Comment down below if you are interested in Karuba, or if you have any other game recommendations. I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a newbie, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!